at Activision were able to send over some lovely footage from Skylanders Imaginators, GraveClobber, and Pain-Yatta. So those are, of course, characters that we have been looking forward to seeing some gameplay from for quite a while now. I mean, we've seen Pain-Yatta before, but GraveClobber, I believe that this is our first look at him, so that is pretty exciting. And the other exciting element is that this is footage that it was actually recorded supposedly on the Nintendo Switch. So that is pretty exciting as well, that it has actual Switch gameplay. So that's pretty awesome as well. And another thing that I did want to point out is that apparently on the Switch version of Skylanders, there will not be a portal of power, but instead you're going to be able to scan your characters through using the actual controllers. So that's kind of an interesting element as well. Now, with all that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at some gameplay for Eruptor, and then, of course, we will follow suit with some hopefully awesome gameplay for the one and only Painyatta, because that is one of my most highly anticipated characters to play as. And with that in mind, let's take a look at what GraveClobber has to offer. I believe that this is level 3 or 4, the river level, you know, where we're helping Eruptor make his way down the river lands. So let's see what kind of attacks Eruptor has. Ooh, okay, so he seems like he has some sort of a propeller or something that he can summon, which is kind of interesting. It looks like some sort of a bird spewing water or ice, so that is definitely interesting. I guess that's one of his moves, and it seems like he's got just a very kind of almost Frankenstein-like combat, if that makes any sense. Like he's just kind of clobbering things out of the way. There's nothing as far as like grace to his attacks. You know, he's not a particularly graceful fella, it seems like. He also seems like it's going to be a character that is relatively slow, which is sort of surprising, because I don't know why I had thought that he would have some sort of like a charge attack, and maybe he does, you know, because we didn't see it yet, but maybe he has some sort of a charge ahead attack that allows him to like run or dash towards the enemy. So that certainly is a possibility as well. Oh, here we go! Welly flopper! Right into the battle. And it is the... What was the name of this thing again? The
Splatter Pillar.
I think Splatter Pillar, right? I'm pretty sure. Ooh, so he can actually create 3 of those pillars and then dash forward using them. Oh, that is... What the heck? Did you just erase that Splatter Pillar? Googly moogly, that was ridiculous. Wowzers, that was some crazy damage right there. I mean, are you serious, dude? What the heck? He just defeated that Splatter Pillar in just like seconds. I mean, we don't know what level he is, to be fair, because the HUD is not showing, like the actual character HUD where we would see the level typically. I wonder if it's because it's on the Nintendo Switch. I wonder if the HUD is like showing up on the controller maybe or something. I'm not sure, but it certainly is intriguing. Here we go, GraveClobber. Let's see. Yeah, we don't even see the damage points either. Like, you know, when sometimes you'd punch and then you'd see a certain amount of damage appear. Doesn't seem to be present. But what I certainly can tell you is that GraveClobber is pretty ridiculously powerful. Like, he is clearing all of these enemies with ease. It seems to take about 1 dash and maybe one of those, like, pillar moves to bring up, and he just erases everything off the field. So, pretty powerful Skylander for sure. So, what do you guys think of GraveClobber? Are you excited? Yay or nay? Please let me know down in the comment section below. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're wondering about. Well, wait a minute. Where is Painyatta? We have not seen any Painyatta gameplay. Can we get some Painyatta gameplay? Can we get the Okay, I should probably stop. Let's get to some Painyatta gameplay. Alright, so Painyatta is ready to rock and roll. It is a Smasher class using the giant lollipop as a weapon. So that certainly is interesting. Let's see what kind of combos it has. Alright, so it's kind of smashed out. What the? It spawned little Painyatas. Look at that. Look at those little things. What the heck? Did it just like puke out candy? I think that was candy puke. Candy puke. That was redonkulous. Yep. Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. Painyatta, not gonna lie, I feel like Painyatta is like a perfect candidate for like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, that character would fit there perfectly. It looks somewhat cute, but also terrifying. Plus, it pukes candy, so it's like... I feel like Painyatta would fit in very, very, very well in the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's. What do you guys think? Yeah, what? Dude, seriously, look how powerful that is. But, interestingly enough, look at how long it takes Painyatta to defeat the splatter pillar. Again, we don't know if the GraveClobber and the Painyatta were the same level, so maybe the GraveClobber was a higher level, which is why he was able to just destroy that splatter pillar, but wow. That was crazy, man. Like, seriously, I'm really impressed by how powerful the GraveClobber is. Oh, look at that. Viking arm guards. That's a pretty cool little Imaginite piece collected there. But yeah, so far I'm just blown away by the fact that the GraveClobber is as powerful as it is. Like, I honestly did not expect that. Now, let's see how Painyatta will do in this gong battle. All right, so I guess that little dance move seems to summon in those Painyatas. And then that's the puke, the candy puke right there, or candy burp, which is both delightfully disgusting and also awesome. Ooh, what is that shield? What is that from? Interesting. Does Painyatta have some sort of a shield unlockable? Huh. That is pretty cool, I will say that much. That is pretty awesome. I love the running animation. That is certainly pretty fantastic. Let's see the Imaginite item. What you got here? A new head. It's the helmet hair. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. So, with that being said, ladies and gents, I think that we could go on ahead and jump to some awesome boss fighting, right? Because we've seen these levels before. Of course, I've done the walkthrough for Skylanders, so I think we could jump right into a Doomlander battle. Let's do it, guys.
When I summon...
And here we go, it's Doomlander time. Brawler class! Alright, so let's see how our two brand new Skylanders, Painyatta and GraveClobber, will fare against this guy. It is definitely not the easiest Doomlander in the game. It certainly was a little bit of a pain, especially because this guy is really, really aggressive. So you have to be kind of defensive against him and run away. But the nice thing is that we'll get a good perspective of all the attacks. So we have some really cool combos there, as you can see, as far as like close combat attacks from the Painyatta. And then the little Painyatas that he spawns seem to basically act as like little explosive devices that run towards the enemy and just go kablam and take him out. So pretty powerful, as you saw right there. I mean, knocking off one of the Doomlander pieces already, pretty impressive. That is certainly pretty cool for sure. I also really like that it seems like the candy changes. Like before that, he had a different type of candy, like a kind of lollipop thing. But then now he's carrying like, oh, it's a different type of candy every time. You see that? So that's actually a really nice touch there, that it's different types of candy every single time. And it does seem to me like the candy puke that he has is for sure his main attack. So that will be kind of the main, well, not main attack. I guess his main attack is just the smashing because he's a smasher class. But what I'm getting at is that the candy puke is for sure the highest damaging component, because we saw there every time that we saw the appearance of that move, it's been very, very, very effective against, look at that. Look, wow, that is so much damage. That's a really good move. Ooh, was there a charge up of powers there? That's kind of interesting. Oh, and that's how you have to change Skylanders. You see, guys, we get a little bit of a preview of how to actually change the Skylanders. We won't have to place them onto the gamepad every time. That is very cool as well. Very, very neato. So that will, of course, allow you to play the game on the go as well. So you won't have to just carry every Skylander with you right away. So that's pretty neat. I like that idea. I think that that is actually pretty clever. So let's see how well GraveClobber does here. I'm actually really interested to see if this totem... Oh, wow, you can rotate it. Oh, and it seems like it stays up until the enemy attacks it. Dude, the GraveClobber's totems, like, they are broken. They do so much. Just look how much damage he does with, like, his just basic attacks. Ooh, so you can, I guess, position where those little guys spawn, and then the water is highly damaging towards the enemy, it seems like. Because, of course, he is of the water element. Look at that. So they take damage when the totem pops up, and then they take additional damage from the water that is spraying them, which is pretty cool. So, ladies and gents, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Did you like GraveClobber and Pain-Yatta? And if so, which one did you like best? For me, personally, I have to say that I was surprised by the damage of GraveClobber, but I have to side with Pain-Yatta as my favorite of the two.